Scroggins drops the triple as we take a look at some of the other finishers this week here at the Etonic Don Johnson Eliminator. Ryan Schaefer coming in at 7th. Bill O'Neill on top of the Player of the Year points list at 9th. His buddy Mike Fagan checking in at 11.
Well, that's a pretty good shot there, and no carry for Brian Kretzer on that shot. Ringing 10, finds himself down 21 pins, and he really needed that hit to get something going.
Because Scroggins is on a roll right now. 3 in a row for Scroggy as he watches Kretzer. And Kretzer staying clean, and that's good, but he's starting to lose sight of Scroggins.
23 pins. Mike Scroggins has not missed the pocket in this match. Remember, he left a flat 7 in the first, almost left a 6-8 pocket split in the third. Everything else strikes.
There you go.
Best shot of the match right there for Brian Kretzer. Brian still has a possible 237. He's not out of this. Mike Scroggins, a couple of taps. Brian Kretzer could get right back into this, but he's got to throw shots like that. And that's what I'm talking about, Rob. Pocket shot doesn't strike, gives Brian Kretzer hope. Because Brian Kretzer now knows if Mike Scroggins converts here, as you see what Mike Scroggins has done in title matches, let's give Scroggins the spare here, okay? He strikes in the 8th. He's still at 2-10. 2-19 to be exact. Brian Kretzer can get up and go back-to-back strikes. That'll give him 3 in a row. He'd only trail by 2.
Scroggins won the Pepsi Red, White, and Blue Open in Wichita in mid-December. 4th at the Masters. 2nd last week at the U.S. Open. Looking for his 2nd title of the season and 8th of his career. Brian Kretzer looking for his first ever title on the PBA Tour. Again, Scroggins leaves the 7, and again, that door remains open for Kretzer.
Brian Kretzer can strike out for 237. If Mike Scroggins converts the 7-pin, Mike Scroggins can strike out 9th and 10th for 238. This one coming down to the wire, but Brian Kretzer has to take advantage of the opening. 2 of the biggest shots in Brian Kretzer's career coming up right now.
You hear the crowd getting behind Kretzer. Kretzer, a native of Dayton, a huge Cincinnati Reds and Ohio State football fan. Let's see what he's got in the 8th. Tough one for Mom and his wife to watch.
Lost it wide right. Boy, when he really needed it most, he threw a very poor shot here. It's the first one that's gone wide for Brian. But Rob, it's still not over. Strike here in the 9th frame. He can strike out in the 10th to shoot 217. Mike Scroggins is going at a 218 pace if he were to strike spare off the sheet. It's still anybody's game, even though Brian Kretzer trails by 21. But in my opinion, the only chance Brian Kretzer has of winning is that he has to strike right here in the 9th frame. Right through the nose.
Messenger is rolling still, but will nestle up next to the 7.
That bad.
Well, he's really only made 2 good shots this match, and you can see that he's really starting to struggle, and I promise you that he's second-guessing himself right now, saying, you know, I wonder if I should have gone to the hook ball for the title match because of the breakdown of the oil paddle. You know, the first two matches, he had some hold area. When he missed left, the ball would lay there and get to the pocket. I'm not so sure that's not there anymore.
Kretzer bowled a 245 in match number 2. Scroggins had a 254, and now Kretzer is sitting, watching, and he needs an open frame by Mike Scroggins. Scroggy is that much closer to tour title number 8. And that much closer to your player of the year, Bill O'Neill.
Mike Scroggins gets a total of 9 in the 10th frame. He will shoot 206. The best Brian Kretzer can shoot if he strikes out in the 10th frame, 206. Needs a mark. Got to make a 7-pin.
Remember, he missed the 7-pin, single-pin spare conversion in match number 1.
I was just going to say that.
Kind of a hectic pace there in match number 1, and I think he let the pace get to him. Here he is, drops this. He's got the title. And he missed.
Missed 2 7-pins today. Brian Kretzer needs all 3 in the 10th frame to tie.
Drama, people. Drama. Here's Scroggy, that effort in the 10th, and it drops off on him.
Brian Kretzer has not struck once on this right lane in this match.
Only 2 total strikes, both on the left lane. He needs a Brooklyn strike, and we'll get it! Still alive!
He's only hit the pocket twice in this entire match. Brian Kretzer gets the biggest break I've ever seen. Check this out through the nose. Where did that come from?
I think somebody dropped it from up above.
He's got to somehow find a way to pry it off and throw 2 perfect shots.
Just to tie.
Just to tie.
That looks good. It did, and it didn't curl until too late, and that's it. Scroggins wins it sitting down. Kretzer made it interesting, though. Scroggy will take it.
Boy, Mike Scroggins made it interesting.
Yeah, he did. Everybody made it interesting.
All right, Michael, great bowling, great tournament.
He's not smiling yet. Tour title number 8. And with the win, Mike Scroggins now has 48 points on the Player of the Year point list. 4 behind Walter Ray Williams Jr., just 8 behind Bill O'Neill. Scroggy very much alive in the Player of the Year point list as he wins tour title number 8 and his 2nd of the season.
Hey, kids.
Scroggy was runner-up last week at the U.S. Open. He wins it all in Columbus today. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.